mom's got. She has the most fabulous sendal. It's perfect for a shirt.
To see one of them in a fight.
I would, but this armor was pricey.
You told me the armor was a bargain.
It was.
I should speak up.
Hard to find.
Don't draw any trouble on old Enthar. He acts like he's up for it, but he's retired for a reason.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble establishment. How may I be of service? Harpers. I'm afraid I serve a grubbier class of clientele than that. More chancers than champions, if you take my meaning. Present company excluded, I'm sure. No, I don't know any, Jaheira, was it? Clothgrass. I know the taste all too well. You too, I'd wager. Fine, yes. You have the right place. But where's the leaf flicker herself? She wouldn't have revealed this place otherwise, which makes you one of the rare breed she does trust. Here's the key. The others are below, and bearing bad news by the looks of it. Always. Short father. Right, Sommy. You're on the door till our friends are...
Best be on my way.
So Baal's chosen is a doppelganger. Orin is testing you. It could. Exactly. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Baalspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government. Aid his... But Orin... He's more predator than politician, I think. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should let... You think me lonely? Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act, rather than react. With allies, every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tad. Would you? In time, then. Perhaps once you found a rocking chair for me, that speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme. It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And, bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a... Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? Don't tell me which. Against all life experience, I will choose to assume the best. Ask it. More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I. I believe you. You remind me of another I knew. The gods can grant power or strip it away, but so long as your will remains, you have...
I wouldn't keep your contact waiting. Look, they might twitch ye. Unless you're buying, then he can wait till the Soul Forge goes dark. A pleasure. Jackie. I wouldn't keep your unless you're buying. Then he can wait till the Soul Forge goes dark. A pleasure.
You break it, you... well, knowing...
What I wouldn't give to make a Gandhi who invented the steel. The Gortash invented. What does it feel like? I could wear it to tarnish.
No traps, please.
You are not Jaheira. I was hoping to greet the High Harper beneath Salona's tears.
You have the lad a little nervous. You're the one toppled Ketheric out in the Shadowlands, no?
Strike, strike, strike! Before the doppelgangers do!
Can't say I know much of Gortash, but Orin is hunting you. And when I deliver your corpse, she'll let me keep your skin.
Bloody doppelgangers!
striking distance. With ease.
Oren's doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Baal's side?
It was such a bargain.
Swift as my feet can carry me. Anything of use?
Calm's guts. She has the most.
What's inside?
It's perfect for a shot.
Their gyronetic or their targeting module. This armor was. Let the man breathe. That watch sent him flying.
Told me the armor was a bulb.
You see how far that watch can carry? It's hard to contain lights. I could wear it to dinner. You're both trying to climb up on you, madman.
Wearing bulb to meet my mother and
Thank you! A Harper code. Meant to be used for doppelgangers, imposters, things like them. You're the one High Harper Jaheira sent. Right. Equal to the High Harper. You can give her my report then. The others. They're all dead. Or scattered. Jaheira sent word of the victory over Ketheric. Set us hunting after the cultists in the city, but they were the ones hunting us. Things were quiet. Until we started to ask about the Rashomar.
Rashomar, a native of Rashomon, the far eastern land known for its wild inhabitants and the witches who rule them.
The High Harper didn't tell you. Perhaps it's not my place. Just tell her this. I can't continue the hunt. Whatever the cult has done with the Rashomar, they do not want him found.
I'll feel that one later.
What does it feel like?
let's go to Calm's guts. She has the most fabulous scent.
What's up for discussion?
We settle on the gold.
What? By the Morden Summit's curlies went on down there. Of course they bloody did. Oh, clear out then. I'm guessing I have some tidying to do before the steel watch squeals by.
Well, are we ready for the road once more? Orin knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach. Separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves. And I was so busy telling you not to take her bait that I scarcely felt the hook in my own mouth. I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen, true enough. But I set my Harpers searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashomon?
The name is as familiar as Jaheira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
But few know of his fate, I think. I had hoped to keep it that way. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs, times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. There always is. But that is still the fundamental fact of it. Before we ever heard of this absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. If I was any kind of friend, I'd have loosed an arrow myself. Or so I thought. Until I met you. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without a means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city. Yes? Let it wait until the city proper. Perhaps ask it.
Just to see the optics.
You're not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Ordination is what? Lord Gortash is becoming Archduke. Won't be. You don't look the posh sort. Last door on the right. Go on. Make merry. Lower the gates! Special permission!
No, he merely offered patronage.
It's very
The Gondians
leather-like.
built the steel watch.
Yes, but they were Gortash's idea, which makes him the
No
inventor.
shopping for a suit.
How about
Here goes
Dinner
nothing.
with knives,
Gondians
parents,
and
Listen to me.
Does the hand not assist the lips? The lips the tongues? If your mighty Mars needs...
I got it. Put him up. Put him up. Yay! You spoke to me! Nobody ever talks to me! Your fist, silly. I'm trying something out. My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Whew! I was hoping you'd say that. To tell you the truth, I don't actually like hurting people very much, or getting hurt. It's a good job I ran into you.
leather armor is sublime.
Well, the person. Did you see how far that watcher threw me?
Yes, darling, it's very leather-like.
I had no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door the
You're
very...
shopping for...
Oh, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Calm's Gums. I'm Calm. Well, Carmen. What can I do you for? Ugh. If it's empty patty you want, get your clothes from my brother Figaro. But if it's genuine quality and genuine taste you're after, Calm's Gums has you covered. A killer? That's... gods. I've no love from my brother, but that's extreme. He doesn't deserve that. Thanks for warning me, but it's him that needs warning, and he never listens to me. You wouldn't either, if you knew him like I did. Since Dad died, he thinks he's cock of the bloody walk, that I should give up my shop and work for family business. For him, dick. Maybe you should keep your nose out of where it doesn't bloody belong. Now, you want clothes or not? Sounds good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit. Remember, Calm's Gums. The car
they're talking too much. Roar! Are you scared? Did you wet your pants? Did you? Did you? Yes! Nobber has found his calling! Roar! Maybe not. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Enjoyed it.
Bless us with your gentle, no, holy spirit. No, I'm praying. Is that not how it goes? There's more than one.
Yes, but
Yes, darling.
Aha! You felt. I'm pretending to be a dog. Everyone likes dogs. You liked me? Oh, happy day!
2 doses.
2.
Seems like a lot.
Do you not wish?
Behold, mundane meddler, you step in the domain of a Duh. Wizard? W-I-Z-A-R-D. Oh! Know any fiendish philanthropists? Fickle fey financiers? Eldritch... My soul? I have to give up my... Oh, hi. Isn't peace and... What are you talking about? I can shut...
Narber seals his lips, but you feel the pressure of words behind them.
I can't do it. I have too much to say. You were...
As he empties himself of his latest...
Boo! Bet you didn't even see me coming. I'm a shadow, a master of sneakery. Oh, hello.
Every substance has been tried.
If not a rogue, then a ranger. God damn it! Why are so...
In a word.
Perhaps the answer was deep inside me all along. Let me focus. My liege, I swear to you, an undying oath. I'm sorry. Did I just break something? I hope not. These roles sure are. I really like talking to you. There's not a lot. Now what? Wait.
What is that the thought? How long do the effects last?
It depends on the person and their virility.
Darling, it's very leather-like.
I'd recommend.
Welcome back to Calms Garms. I already told you, if Patter's your main interest, go see my... Belt, perhaps.
Let the man breathe. That watcher sent him flying.
Did you see how far that watcher threw me?
We already helped you fix it. You told me.
With good armor, it's hard to find.
No, I don't think that will work, actually.
Does the hand not assist the lips? The lips, the tongue. If your mighty mouse
It
needs
was the Gondian who invented the steel watch. I got it. I got it.
Invented the steel watch.
set your worries
He nearly
at
offered
rest.
patronage. The Gondian built
Which makes him the inventor. How about we settle
Darling,
on
it's very leather-like.
This seemed to take.
Your shopping price. Dinner
Every
with my
substance has been tried and tested.
Remember?
Chippy for a steel watch foundry.
As if any of us would be so fortunate.
Imagine seeing a woman for the first time. My heart flutters at the thought.
Let's go to Calms Gulls. She has the most fabulous send-off. It's
You enjoyed it?
Enjoyed it. Sir, I had no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door the very next.
You are not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
As delightful as you are.
Certified, not magically altered costumes.
Lovely paintings! Looking for a loving heart!
Jerez's caress.
Also has.
Oh, honey, you're not.
Don't you two have rock?
An elf. Such temptation. I loved many in my day, but never one so fair. grace, elegance just waiting to be shattered. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Oh, you crave a performance. How decadent. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting? Nisha, our lovely nymph. She's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
Someone with all the power of the nine hells.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. Good to see you again. Even if you have put me out of pocket. The boss bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
Don't take it off, mate.
Go see Raphael.
Rumple.
A drow or a drink?
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering. Sometimes a lady has to make her presence known. Delicately, of course. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved. Can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink. The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are. That's rather a broad topic. We get all sorts here. But there is one frequent visitor whose very presence offends me. He dresses fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something infernal, to be sure. Abhorrent.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to 샤리스의 caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon. Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. Don't know about that, chum. Hoots Hooch packs a stronger wallop than all 10 of my knuckles. Could beef you up, sharpen your tongue, or knock you out cold. No telling till the first drop hits your gullet. Damn! The man knows what he wants. First one's on the house. So, don't come bawling to me if your big toes fall off or your tongue coils in a knot. 샤리스의 caress, the mamsel's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Elmira there looks about ready to burst. Have a look. All set, are you?
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. Like other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? Right as falling rain. What's it to you, chuffer?
Don't worry your pretty head about the fist, love. I can play them all like a lute.
What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
Our nymph is rather refined.
My hand. You want a drink? Hoots is your.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. Nine Fingers. It's a name you know. Nine Fingers is the head of the Guild, a criminal organization operating inside Baldur's Gate.
Oh, yeah. Seems everyone's got business with her. Heard the gal met her match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust Nine Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the ninth hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. Hey, you still lurking about? I don't remember inviting you to the party. Look, this subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the Guildhall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
I wish I could keep...
You want entertainment?
You can stare as much as you like.
A new face? Looking for another chapter of dirty law for your biography?
You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfacers craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work. Life is prosperous. I'm much happier kissing the many lips of the surface than tending a field or manning a shop.
Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick. We are twins. We can make up a little show of kissing each other, but when we are hired at the same time, there are often many other clients in the room to attend to. Ah, you're lucky, sister.
You're welcome if you have the coin. I barely got a moment's sleep last night. And no, not. Couldn't get us off your mind, could you?
Ah.
I'll be a little treat for you then. This way. We have a room upstairs over yonder side.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
I'd probably break his
I bet that'll fit in my pack.
Give it a good rumple.
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? A Baal plot. You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Does the hand
Forget your work. These four walls are a world.
I just felt so distracted recently. Such nonsense from my brain.
Look at you.
Moan loudly in the library at all times.
Den of decadent delights.
Devil's Den.
Closest sword.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes, give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the Illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free. The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Good and truth rarely go hand in hand, but in this case, they are happy bedfellows, and we can be too. I swear to you, I have the solution to your problem. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain.
Handing that crown to this devil will be like feeding gunpowder to a lava worm. Agree to nothing.
Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic, a crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited. Ever watching for more than 1,000 years for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the hells, deep in the hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? You trust him more than you trust the Emperor.
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Archwizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart. How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting, right up to the moment the world ends.
So, the devil himself is pursuing the crown. As for whether it's truly the crown Carsus forged, well, I think it's safe to assume we shouldn't take anything Raphael utters at face value. We must claim the crown of Carsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How very gumptious of him. What were the terms of this deal? Tell me, you turned him down. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Some hesitation in you. Speak. Good sir.
Let's go to Calmsgulls. She has the most fabulous sendal. It's perfect for a
Whichever
chef.
for. Does the hand not assist the lips? The lips the tongue? If you're mighty.
My favorite future clients. Are you still? I'll wait.
Look, you didn't sign a treaty permitting you to march a warband through my lands. You paid for sex. Look, you didn't sign a treaty permitting you to march a warband through my lands. You paid for sex.
It's your birthday. You deserve
Nymph's Grotto.
The librarian does this thing where you're on all fours and... It's such a prude.
Birthday boys just nice, but don't worry. Everyone in 샤리스's caress is a...
샤리스's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner, dreams.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical. It's a state of mind. That doesn't make any sense.
You will when you've met the... You made a good We'll speak more on this later, but suffice it to say for now, that crown...
We can roll with a ton of people, and pray none of them have sticky fingers.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the fruit of the forbidden path.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this man?
Your head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
What should I do?
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. How could I help it? I don't regret its death. But I marvel that such a work of art could ever live.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The all-being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing. Here, you are anything. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be? You are more than powerful. An emperor to emperors. Your head adorned with a crown of gold, diamond, and ruby. The heavens tremble with the steps of your army. All beasts, all men and women, all creatures of the plains bow to your might.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. True ecstasy for one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me.
It's got private rooms, music, and all around pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose.
look, 샤리스's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, it's dinner.
If you seek rapture,
Very well.
Does this thing with her whip where you're on all fours and
With a flick of the wrist.
don't be such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone in 샤리스's caress is a professional.
confuses me for a
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state of mind. It doesn't make any sense. It will when you've met the drought.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
Great! We can bond with a ton of people and pray none of them has sticky fingers. We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
Do you two have rocks for brains? What were you thinking? Ah, here. You haven't even got inside yet.
Might be useful. I'll give it a shot. Let's have a look.
You told me the armor was involved.
Such a prude. The birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone in 샤리스's caress is
Staying in a
God of these music and all round from what I
and if a patron.
샤리스's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner,
I sense some hesitation in you. Speak, good sir.
It's just embarrassing to need something like this.
Great! We can bond with 10 other people and pray none of them has sticky fingers. Sleeping in the gutter, then that delegates. I just want somewhere warm and
Such a house, den of decadent delights.
Feel like
in a word, exquisite. My body burns.
Very leather-like.
and the other person with you.
You did.
I have something to ask.
Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. Can it be? Will the mighty Prince Orpheus soon illuminate the astral plane? Among the Githyanki, one gift is esteemed above all others. The silver sword. Take it. Wield it in honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son. Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the astral prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. Let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others.
The key to my heart in that.
I put it on especially for you.
Don't take it off later.
Hey!
So loud.
I want to hear all about it.
I won't let anything happen.
A drow or a drink, sweeting?
Come here. I'm not going to start an argument. I just want to know why you turned the boss down. Cheeky. We might be in a brothel. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly, mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due. I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid. They make terrible clients. I doubt it. But even if I'd
Sorry, love, I'm rather
We can dance.
deserve the profession.
Look, you didn't sign a treaty permitting you to march a warband through my lands. You paid.
Men, women, A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Balduran? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. Whatever you believe about Stelmane, she's not the only one to suffer the killer's blow. My father was Tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Inconceivable that we... I chide you if my mind were not consumed by this, but make no mistake. You have invited your own misery. I will not break our... Since I was old enough to hold up, the swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. This sword represents a Githyanki's might. It is to be earned. A single lie robbed me of my own achievement. Skwa! It is an ill-gotten pride. The power of the blade cannot be understated. In this time of my people's great... Everyone I bleed with the sword will be my tribute to Prince. You should feel shamed by the lie you told to get it. But the silver is too pure to be tainted by simple deception.
You recall another fact about silver swords. The Githyanki forbid their use by all other peoples.
Only Gith's children may wield swords of silver, unless a Githyanki grants the right in exceptional circumstance. The Illithid Grand Design nears. The true heir is shackled. These are exceptional circumstances. I grant my allies the right to my silver. Certainly not, or the Prince's honor guard would have already fractured his prison. To break Orpheus free, we will need the Orphic Hammer. A Kithrak's silver sword is more than a weapon. It is an extension of your will, an entire limb unto itself. You merely need to think strike, and it strikes. The sword carves the correct path and carries your arm with it. The ancient slates tell us that each sword holds a fragment of the living gate, a flesh portal made from the stuffs of nightmare.
The terrible living gate, thinner than a lamb's hair and hidden deep beneath the Feywild.
The silver injures the body. The gate's flesh injures the mind. A formidable weapon against Geich. Very well. This hammer. This is the key Vosso Ard. That smug shkaketh of a devil stores it at his vaunted house. We must find a way into the House of Hope and retrieve the hammer. When we next enter the... Mother Gith, hear my prompt. The Prince of the Comet will crush the Lich Queen Vlakith, and...
Certified non-vanishing flavor guaranteed.
Oh, honey, yes, we should...
Look, you didn't...
Love, honey. I love honey.
Sorry, love. I'm a bit frazzled right now.
Take it deep.
No one's stopped me yet.
Got the person with you.
Enjoyed it. Sir, I had no less than 2 maidens and exploring us my daughter Mary.
The most fabulous send-off. It's perfect for sure. Did you see how told me the armor was like?
At the ready.
My mother and father.
I'd recommend Tudor.
Seems like
Here we go.
I just once crossed the
for a loving heart. Yeah.
Absolutely sure. I did today. Come tomorrow.
The neighbours are talking out their arses.
Enjoyed it. I had no
Fight, part of real fight. They crush everyone.
You're not wearing
A sequined adornment could bring a bit of a spark.
Or the targeting modules. Let the man breathe. That watcher sent him flying.
Keep it moving.
I need a quick word.
You're good to go.
What I wouldn't give to be the Gondian was invented the steel wobbler.
Now here's someone... Stop. Inhale through the nose. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Aren't they just? What can I do for you, sir? I must say, I'm right. The wood panelling cost a fortune, but it's so worth it for the luxe atmosphere it provides. Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm? Be sure.
Let's go to Khan's Garden.
What's in here?
And Gordash invented. I would, but this armor was...
Right tool will do the trick.
No, he merely
What path lies before me?
which makes him the inventor.
Let's see what this does.
How about we settle on the Gondians and Gortash invented them?
Prices! All prices! Wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
Any of us. Imagine seeing a watch upholstery for the first time.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. Of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
We shouldn't have any more.